You are looking live at Board 4 from the Ivy Inn in Havertown, USA. Along with Chris Treadway, I am Bill Kelly.
And this is Shuffleboard Night in America. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our third episode in our inaugural season. We have a great matchup for you tonight. While you're here, please make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep up to date with our next events that are coming up. And going to turn it over to Kel to introduce our players tonight.
Okay, thanks, Chris. From Havertown, Pennsylvania, with a 0.17 Bowers rating, a North American Shuffleboard champion, Pennsylvania State Open champion, and a Texas Open champion. Shooting at the A end, Kevin Brown. His partner is from Havertown, Pennsylvania, with a 0.86 rating, Texas Open singles champion, Women's Great Lake champion. Shooting at the B end, Margaret Morse. They're shooting the blue weights. Another shooter from Havertown, Pennsylvania, with a 1.03 Bowers rating, two-time North American Shuffleboard champion. Shooting at the A end, Whoriskey. And his partner, also from Havertown, Pennsylvania, with a 0.38 Bowers rating, Pennsylvania State Open champion, Wandering Women of the World champion. Shooting at the B end, Louise Williams. They're shooting the red weights.
And Kevin Brown opens up the game with a lag for two around one. Kevin Brown, known as one of our calmer shooters here at the Ivy.
We always follow the official shuffleboard rules as adopted by TSA. Tonight's officials: number 1 official Brian Pochick, number 2 official Sean Perry, and number 3 official John Lynch.
Louise with a really nice stick for a 3. Two of our officials are Sean Perry and John Lynch. They're coming off a great win at the recent Division II True Round Robin here at the Ivy that was held last Saturday. Nice block by Louise. Did drift a little at the end. Might have given Margaret an option here.
That block walked the board.
Yep, just opened up enough.
If you like the combination, absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Oh, nice try.
Margaret just misses the combo. Leaves one for Louise with lagging with one on the board. 2 pennies tie up the score.
There's an 18-inch spot there where there's a micro crown. Just won't let you get there.
Just try to take an angle away. If I go any deeper than short, it's going to break back to the middle.
Yeah, I think if you go like a foot and a half back from that, you can do it. Which is good.
Ray Magoba moving to his trusty southpaw. Can't keep it on the rail.
Sweet three. Third beat, yeah.
Kevin likes that block a lot better than his first one.
Ray W. in a tough spot without hammer early.
Kevin Brown, 3 pennies on the board and a hammer in his hand.
I didn't throw it.
I still love you.
I didn't throw it on you. Yeah.
4 on the board and 4 points. Kevin and Margaret take the lead, 6-2.
Have to hit a few weights there.
Got to take one off.
Bartender extraordinaire Liz Creighton Elliott behind the bar, serving everybody cheerfully and delightfully as always. Great crowd tonight on hand. We have a round robin in the other room, and we have about 20 at the bar.
Our own ray of sunshine. Margaret, a big fan of the spin shot, uses that to stick that weight in the middle of the board. And a stick right back.
Stop, bro.
You have a prediction for tonight's match?
It's going to be close. Honestly, I think whoever wins the first game is going to have a hard time closing out 2 in a row.
I like it. Beautiful shot.
Can't miss it.
Nice having Margaret. You're a little hard.
I'm too strong. Greedy bastard.
You're allowed to say that.
So no prediction?
Not yet.
All right, way to move, Louise. My bad. Way to move us. No, way to move us. Good job. Good job by you.
Kevin Brown with a rocket and a miss.
Oh, I just want to show you the ground seat. That's all. That's the only reason I have it.
Kind of a role reversal from the last frame these guys shot together. Ray's got a few more weights on the board this time. See if he can get in there. You beat him. He wanted more, but that cut down 2.
Solid hold by Ray after the 4 last frame.
You might say Whoriskey was a little less risky that time.
little bit about tonight's equipment. We have the Federation Wax T4, playing great as always, and we have the Venture 1.5 thick boards, and we are using Fed 16 weights. We're using Louise's weights, are the red weights, weighing in at 333 grams, and then the blue weights are Margaret's weights, where they weigh in at 340 grams, both with metal tops.
We have a lot of women shooters here at the Ivy, but tonight you guys are watching two of our best. Margaret and Louise are top of the crop here, both at the Ivy and when they travel around the world.
That's a tough miss.
Came off the rail.
It figures she'd do that after I just complimented her. Louise trying to get one deep this time and not going to make it.
Guys, put the line. Let's
Can't throw it off.
put down.
I would make that.
Scoreboard moves forward. Kevin and Margaret hold the lead 7-5. So far, everyone's been having a little bit of a hard time finding the end of the board. And Ray sniffs one out right there. Real nice stick and roll in the corner for Kevin Brown. That might be a 4.
I didn't see that cover, Louise.
Ray just missed it. This will be a big weight if Kevin can get a block on it.
I know, you're gonna have to do the cross.
Comes back to the middle.
I know.
It's really a hard block. The ground
I think you're-
I'll throw it across, but it's going to come back to the middle. I already know it's going to do it.
If you let it
You
walk
want me
a
to throw
little.
it short? Just take the angle away?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that was a good cross.
Gave him plenty to think about.
It is close. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just looking at the angle here. I think I can get by. I'm going to try.
Ray's really debating this. We did get confirmation that is a 4 sitting there. And Ray got all that he needed. That's an Ivy Pro right there. Kevin's weighed a little bump. Now Kevin's going to have one leg and about a little bit of traffic to get around to lag for his 4.
You want me to lag or stick to one on the left rail?
What would you do here, Cal?
Your call, hon.
I'm lagging it.
Thinking I'm not going to hit my own.
Yeah, I think you got it.
What do you want to lag? You want me to lag? Okay.
Yeah, I got you got it. I think you probably did top of the board.
Got to find a feel. Free shot, only giving a penny. Switch hammer
I mean, even if you hit it off,
if you don't get it.
you can hit that without hitting it. I just don't want you to hit your deep one.
Sorry, I'll lag.
Then do it. There we go. I moved it.
Kevin Brown clears it out, takes 2. 9-5, Kevin and Margaret.
I still think that was a good shot.
Could have been worse for Ray, missing a 3 in the left corner.
Yeah, he made a great shot to get himself out of that hole.
Congratulations to the women wandering the world 25 down at the Post in Texas. A record-setting turnout for all the ladies there. We heard it was a great event for those of us who didn't make it down there. Congratulations to all of you on a wonderful time. Margaret's just got to keep hitting and give the hammer to Kevin Brown at this point, right?
Well, let's just say you wouldn't like what happened if she doesn't.
He's had all 4. He probably wants all the rest of them in the game.
Clean board, hammer lag by Louise. And a 1. There were twins on the board. Let's see if Ray can send them packing. Just gets one of them, but it does look like red's up.
Obviously, I don't want to knock myself off too and just get one. I like.
If you're just
Okay,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna like.
lag.
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
You already know it comes in there, right?
That's hot as shit. Sorry.
Came around with a little too much juice on that. Got our first hammer switch
You know what I mean, Louise?
of the game.
Let that go. Girl, your shot at hammer.
Well, one thing I can say that's consistent through our first 3 episodes, the first game's been a real close match every time.
I was begging a little. I was heavy. I was begging a little. I said it. I felt better because you know when you throw it. Yes. All you need to do is to. Yeah. You got to on it twice. Now you're now one one. Shot.
Louise coming with the near side hit. There's it off. Leaves Margaret with one on the board. Margaret lagging with her last weight. Margaret's going to like that speed. I think we're going to get in for a little bit of color.
Nice flag, girl.
Margaret with her first hammer of the game. Lags a 2 on top of 1, 3 points. Score moves to 12-7. Kevin and Margaret over Louise and Ray in game 1. Ray starting to frame off, extending the board down to the 3 line.
He's going to have to rely on his lag because Kevin's a hitter.
And Ray with his first lag on an open board. Doesn't look like it's got the juice. And just a penny for the red team. Moving them to 8 against Kevin and Margaret's 12. Margaret will have hammer this frame. Last wait for both of them here. Margaret might have just, and she did. Margaret lagging a 3 to win the
3
game.
times.
Turns out switching the hammer over to Margaret was a very good thing for them.
Margaret closes the game with 2 hammer threes.
All right. And now we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we will be back with game 2. And we are back. Here we're at the beginning of our second game in our match, best 2 out of 3. Kevin and Margaret took the first game 15-8. And as Kevin and Margaret started with hammer in the first game, we're going to be watching Ray have hammer this time. Kevin opens up by throwing his weight off the board.
Did you say you have hammer or you are hammered?
I am the hammer this game.
Wrong choice. Should have taken your left.
Louise and Ray are looking to tie this match up here, this game. A win by Kevin and Margaret finishes the match.
Recap of game 1 for the winners. Kevin Brown had 5 hammers and scored 9 points. Margaret Morse had 2 hammers and scored 6 points. Last game was pretty much a textbook game.
Yeah, although I think Ray's going to want a few of those frames back when he watches this. We've seen Kevin roll that weight into that area before. Let's see if Ray remembers how to get there.
That was with one of the weights Janine did not lose in Reno.
There you go, Ray W.
And the stick.
Now you chunky.
Ray's got a little bounce in his step right now. That was a great shot by him. Stick for 3 to start the match.
Welcome to the game, Ray.
Greedy.
Thanks, Mark.
Game 1 was 15-8, lasted 35 minutes and 6 full frames.
Another big thing to note in that last game, Kel, is that Margaret in the last 2 frames scored 5 points with hammer. Oh, it's 6 points. And just a reminder, if you'd like to follow us and hear about our next event that's coming up, please like and subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow our Facebook page at Shuffleboard Night in America. Margaret trying to get one in deep with her hammer. And a little too much. Gives up a penny. Hammer goes back to Kevin Brown, but they are now down 4-0. Louise and Ray with a lead.
I don't worry about that.
Margaret would like to give a shout out to her mother watching on YouTube. Got to give a shout out to Gary from TSA Magazine. I sent him about 4 or 5 write-ups right before the deadline a couple weeks ago. I'm sure after reading the articles, everyone's going to be sick of the Ivy Inn. I'd like to apologize in advance. But thank you, Gary, for getting our stuff into TSA.
So try and get that field goal.
Cal also doubles as our bathroom bouncer here at the Ivy. Doing a great job, Cal.
Keep the board area clean.
Got a clean board. Kevin's going to be lagging here with his last weight, hoping to get some points back. They are down 4-0 right now, but still hold one game in the match. To Men's Warehouse shot. He's going to like the way that looks. KB lagging at 3. They don't call him downtown Kevin Brown for nothing. Got a really great crowd here at the Ivy. This is our first Wednesday before we begin our annual in-house shuffleboard league with the Ivy. We have 7 teams and a lot of players that join us every week for about 5 months. We'll be kicking that off next Wednesday and every Wednesday all the way through March here at the Ivy Inn. Margaret keeping her house clean. She doesn't have hammer this time around. And Mark takes the last weight off. Louise is going to step to the board with the last weight, lagging against a clean board. And a little too much juice there. Going to have a hammer change. Louise and Ray still hold the lead, 4-3.
Tough hammer change there. This past weekend was our Division II true round robin with 12 teams. Congratulations to Sean Perry and John Lynch, finishing in first place at 11-0. Luke Anastasio and Jim Stong finished second, and Janine Breslin and Ed Sansalon finished thirds. For complete results, go to the Shuffle Director. And that completes our season for Division II. Sean Perry is our FedEx Cup Division II champion for 2024. The results of all 10 FedEx Cup matches, Sean Perry has set a record with points, 3,395. He is our FedEx Cup Division II points champion.
Seems like a lot of the first game jitters have settled down here, and we've got a much more workmanlike game.
FedEx Cup for Division I ends with our next tournament at the end of the month, our Division I Singles Championship. And with all the tournaments coming to an end, there's one major left, and that's in Reno, the North American Shuffleboard Championships, October 25th to November 3rd. Anyone going to Reno, good luck. We, of course, wish Chris Treadway a big congratulations for the Saul Lipkin Award he's receiving this year, next month.
Ray's always one of our more family-friendly shuffleboard players.
Whatever Joey said is probably a lie, but
It's PG-13, okay? You're allowed like 4.
Ray never met a penny. He doesn't like to rap. And there he went in again.
Ray's going to want to put another nice block on this to make Kevin work with his hammer. This is Ray's last weight.
Margaret has hammer there. Came up short on a wrap.
Can't really be short there. Louise is going to come in, hopefully get in front, and she did. Got a little closer than she wanted to, but she needed that red in front of the blue.
Get that blue out of there. Wrap it in there, partner. All right, took up 3/4 on the board. Yeah. Good job, baby. Good job. Took up 3/4 on the board.
Louise with 3 pennies laying on the board. Margaret's got a hammer. She's got to beat 3.
If I'm Jay, I'd be like, yeah. So what are you even thinking about? But I just.
We all know last episode's champion, JJ Price, would lag this one. But what would you do here, Cal?
If you were on the other end and I could give you hammer for a penny, I'd hit those 2 weights out and give you hammer for a penny.
I think that's a little heavy, Margaret.
Oh, it's trying.
Oh, I lied.
Margaret lags a 4.
That's a great game.
Margaret lags a 4. Kevin Brown is ecstatic.
4 times.
Can I call female a greedy bastard?
Obviously, Margaret doesn't trust you with hammer.
Nice lag, Margaret.
I don't think bastards are allowed either.
Too late. Too late.
Margaret pulled out her inner Joe Williams.
He did.
Lagging 4s.
Hey, look at this nice frame by you. Margaret, great lag. That's a little heavy, Captain.
That's a 7-point swing last frame.
That was a big clutch find by Margaret. So far, she's having a really great game when she has hammer.
That's a great overhead shot on what that weight actually did. It almost fell off the side and the back.
Ray going in. Oh, Ray Whoriskey with a great wrap right
Wrap
there.
and Ray.
It's peaking a little bit, but that is a 4 sitting there. Kev's got to make a good shot to get there. Kevin Brown's thinking about this.
Yeah. So much for that shot. Making me do it again.
Ray's going to try to come in one more time. See if he can recreate that rapping magic. It looks like he's a little slower this time. We'll see what Kevin does coming to the board. He's wearing his white Notre Dame hat that he got for being Sean Astin's stunt double in the Seminole Football Classic, Rudy. And I just said Sean Astin, which made our resident Lord of the Rings fan, Margaret Morse, very excited. Good try by Ray. That weight even waved goodbye. That's going to be 2 pennies on the board. Score is now 9-5. Kevin Brown and Margaret hold the lead.
As we approach the end of the year here, we have a few Toys for Tots tournaments we'd like everybody to know about. Tim DeSombre is running a Toys for Tots down at the Maryland VFW on November 22nd through 24th. He's got a Toys for Tots Friday night, a bring on Saturday, and a singles on Sunday. And the Pottstown crew over at St. Gabe's, Brian Prochik is running an ABC tournament on 4 boards Saturday, November 30th in Pottstown. And then the first Friday of December, you have the ABC draw Friday night at the IVN. So generating toys for all those in need.
Margaret with a miss there. Going to give Louise a good opportunity here to get some points back from Margaret with hammer. Margaret trying to blast those out. Didn't quite work out the way she wanted. Another opportunity here for Louise to make some magic.
Sit down, Red. Sit down.
I think she's going to like that shot.
Oh, nice tap.
Real nice tap to bury that weight.
Just hit that in the mouth, honey. You might got it. I think you got it. Just hit that in the mouth. You got it. Right hand, maybe. Sweet up, let it walk your smoke. At this one, I don't care if you take the blue out. I'd rather you go for the combination.
Margaret trying for the long combo there. Didn't work out well. Louise with hammer. She's got 3 laying already. Great time to capitalize here. Just stopped on the line. But that's 4 time. That's going to tie the game up at 9-9.
That's big time frame by Louise Williams.
You can't underestimate how good that tap that she had was.
Nine, Ray up to his old tricks.
You know, Ray, you're supposed to throw it over the foul line.
Better than leaving him something he could wrap.
So another upcoming tournament that we have happening across the country here is we have the Bowers Cup Amateur Championships. Bowers Cup is an event that's hosted by many different venues across the country for 3 shooters and above. Allows some of our amateurs to compete in singles tournaments with others of their skill level and get better. The championships this year will be held at Pickles Ice House, and they will be on October 11th and 12th. Good luck to all our amateur shooters.
Ray's got a nice chance here to bang both these off the board. Just a little too much. That's a tough one. I guess we need a bigger sign.
Just a penny there, that frame. Kevin and Margaret take a small lead, 10-9. Louise got some big points last frame. Let's see if she can do it again here.
Last week, you want me to hit that? You want me to offer 2? 10-9.
You clearing the board or you offering 2 here?
I think I'm going to clear the board.
Louise is starting to get dialed in. Let's see what happens.
Margaret offering the stick for 2. Comes away only giving up 1, but that does bring the game tied at 10-10. Kevin will have hammer this trip down the board.
That one spot is very high.
Does come back in the middle of the board there. Tough time to hop a weight there.
Ray's probably setting them up.
Ray's always setting someone up. The mush weight.
That's
Ray had a good stroke on that. Unfortunately, the mush ended up bumping Kev's weight up to a deuce. Now with 3 on the board, Ray comes with his last weight. I feel like he's got to either get real deep on this one or clear out those 2.
I know what I need here. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm good.
That was an unfortunate tap up.
That shuffleboard luck sometimes. Ray waved off the signal here. Let's see if it works out. He did get that deep too. Kev with 1 sitting and his hammer. Kevin Brown. Kevin with a great lag. Puts a 3 on top of 1. That's going to put Kevin and Margaret on 14. Louise is going to have hammer coming back here. She's going to need to make up some points. As Butch Kelly would say, we got some action coming up here. Margaret so far with 2 misses this frame. She's going to need to buckle down if she wants to capitalize on being on 14 here.
Pretty good spot, Louise. Pretty good spot.
That's their first time out. What's your beverage of choice tonight?
Perpetual, as always.
Ray with the red wine, or is he on vodka tonight?
I think Ray's on telly right now.
Either that or tilt. Kevin Brown's beverage of choice is a Coors Light Draft and a shot of Tullamore. Margaret Morse is a White Claw Black Cherry with a shot of tequila. I don't know what Louise is drinking.
If you miss it, she's got to like a douche to go out. If you're not on, you're going to at least get that one. If you leave the douche, you're going to have free line. You got to throw a free one. We're on 14. Whatever you think, honey.
I think I gotta go for it, but either way, she's gonna glide with her even if I get the first one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Commit to it.
I think honestly just one's got to go here. And she gets both. Great shot by Margaret. Real clutch shot. Margaret does have one on the board. Gets past it, but that's a one. Score moves to 14-11. Kevin and Margaret hold the lead and hold hammer now.
Great combination, honey. Great combination. That was it. That was zero shit.
Lizard.
Ray's here trying to hold off Kevin Brown, tied like at Wildwood. Kevin's got that one working here, so Ray's got to try to find some way to get it down there where Kevin's going to miss.
Yeah, waiting for Kevin Brown to miss is a long, long wait.
Kevin's last wait. All he needs to do is clear this, and the game and match will be theirs. And he does it.
And that'll do it. A wonderful match by our competitors. Just to recap, Kevin Brown had 5 hammers, scoring 9 points. Margaret Morse had 2 hammers, scoring 4 points. Kevin also got 2 without hammer for the win. Time of the match was 47 minutes, and we went another 6 solid frames. I'd like to thank everyone for participating today. We had a great crowd at the bar. Thanks to our 4 shooters who competed today. Thanks to our great bartender, Liz. And thanks to all of you for tuning in for another episode of Shuffleboard Night in America. Until next time, good night from the Ivy Inn.